Hello everyone. Welcome to this video, and in this video I'm going to go ahead and focus on how to create an interactive Google Slides classroom, not to be confused with the Google Classroom. This is just a Google Slides that you can set up with your own pictures and to have students interact with it as you please. So I will share my contact information at the end if you have any questions. Just for the sake of keeping this video short, I will just be focusing on the basics of how to put together a Google Classroom, but I will show my Google Classroom at the end. If you have questions on how to do anything, absolutely, please feel free to reach out to me at any time. And as you see, I do not have my face showing up on this video. And the reason for that is because I recorded this video 4 times before and it kept on getting corrupt, and being the fact that we're stuck in snow, I can't actually ask for help. So hopefully without my camera on, that will help with everything. So we're going to start off by just jumping right into our Chrome, and we're going to want to go ahead and open up our Google Drive. And then from our Google Drive, we will hit the New button, and we will open the Google Slides. Yeah. And I just delete these off in the background because if we're not going to use them, no need to have them. As you can see, now we have a blank canvas, and imagine this blank canvas as your classroom, right? You go into a new classroom, it's empty. The only main difference is you can literally afford to have everything put into this fake classroom, because all you have to do is copy and paste from Google versus your real classroom, to which you have to spend money, so maybe you can't get everything you want. So in order to get this started, what we need to do is find a backdrop, a background to get just to get the atmosphere going. So in the Google, we might say something like blank living room background. And you might not always find what you want the first time around. So we'll go ahead and go into images. And you'll just find a space that you like. As you can see from here, we have a lot of different options. For me, when it comes to the blank living room backgrounds, less is more in my opinion, because less means it's easier to decorate. So I kind of like this one right here. So I will go ahead and I will copy the image. And then over here, I will paste the image. Yeah. And we will just make sure that it fits into our Google Slides so there's no white spots. And now here we have our background. At this point, it's really up to you. You can put whatever you want inside this picture to make it, to set it up. So let's say I want to add a window. So then I will go ahead and I will Google a window background. Not just a window. Let me see. Let's say maybe I like this window. Copy image. I like this window, but the only problem with this window is I don't like how there's this dark wall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and crop this picture. So I can either crop the picture by hitting this button right here, or I can also right click and hit crop image. And then I'm going to crop that image. Oh, sometimes it moves the picture. If it moves the picture without cropping, feel free to hit Control-Z to get the picture back to the normal spot. All right, almost there. Cropping. And then there we go. Now I have the window that I like. I can make it as big or as small as I want. Now let's say I want to add a lawn chair, or a regular chair. Let's say I want to add a chair of any kind. Right over here, I will type in chair. However, what you'll notice is if you just click on a regular chair, what ends up happening if you just copy this image like this is you put it in and that it just has this awful white space, and you can't really do much about that. You can't really crop around it because a chair is such a unique piece of furniture. So I'm going to go ahead, let me show you how you can get around that. So we're going to go back to our chairs, and we're going to hit tools. And in this tools, after we hit tools, we're going to go to color, and we're going to hit transparent. And now that I clicked transparent chair, what this should do for me is this should automatically pull up chairs that won't have the white background. So let me go ahead and look. Let's get this school chair in here. And it's pretty safe to say, if you see a background with like a gray checker, white checker, gray checker, white checker, that typically means that it is transparent. And what transparent will do is it'll put the picture in there just like so. Look at that. Now we have our fancy classroom chair. It matches our space. And so that's hunky-dory. And our classroom is looking amazing. Now, of course, you'll put whatever you want in here. You can have lights. If you want to have transparent lights, then you can put transparent lights. If you want to have a fireplace, you can put a fireplace. But I'm just going to jump right into the next part just for the sake of time. The next thing I'm going to show you how to do is I'm going to show you how to add a hyperlink to something. So what I typically like to do when I'm putting in hyperlinks is I like to say blank picture frame. I like to just have blank picture frames. So we'll go ahead and go with this one because this one looks nice enough. Copy image. And inside a picture frame, and you don't have to use a picture frame, this is just what I like to do. Here's an example. So I'm going to go ahead and crop this picture. Doot. Cropping. Yeah. Control Z. All right, so got that. My fancy picture frame. And as you can see, so now my chair is behind the picture frame. And the reason my picture frame's in front is because it's the newest picture. So something to note is every time you add a new picture, the newest picture will always be in front. However, if you don't want that to be the case, if you have this picture frame, but you want the chair to be in front of this picture frame, all you have to do is simple. Click on the chair, right click, and then you go to order, and then you, in the order, you'll bring to front. You'll bring the chair to the front, and the chair will go to the front. Now, I do want to make this picture frame a little smaller. All right, so let's say I want this picture frame to be my weekly lessons. Then I can insert this. There's this little letter box. I can insert letters that way. Boop. Then I could be like weekly classroom lessons. And then, of course, you can center that. You can do whatever you like. But for the sake of time, I won't worry about doing that too much. Maybe I'll just, bold, bigger, and fancy. So fancy. But now we have this, and obviously you don't have a classroom lesson. So let's say that you created a classroom lesson in a YouTube video, and you want to add that to this picture. So what you'll do is you'll go to YouTube, youtube.com. You've already recorded your lesson. You've already uploaded your lesson to YouTube, and your lesson is about project. And so all you have to do is copy the YouTube link, and then what you'll do is you'll click on wherever you want your lesson to be. I want it in the weekly lesson. So I'm going to click insert, and I'm going to insert a link, and I'm going to copy and paste that link that I got from YouTube. So paste, apply. Now hold on, sorry about that. So I'm going to insert the link. All right, I don't know why it wanted to insert the word. So I inserted the link, and then now if the students click on this small box, they'll be able to get to the weekly lesson. However, and let me demonstrate. So it says weekly lesson, and if they click on the actual box, like where the words are, they can get into it, but I want them to be able to actually get into it even if they click on this, you see on the picture frame. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to hit the picture frame. So we have our words are hyperlinked, but now I want to also add the picture. All I do is, once again, add the link, hyperlink. There we are. And so both now this picture frame and the actual words have the hyperlink. And so this is what the student will see. They'll be like, oh, weekly classroom lessons. They'll click on it, right over. It'll take them right over there. One final thing that I want to talk about before I wrap this up, and some of you might be asking, how do I create a YouTube video and all that? I will focus on that at a different time. For right now, I'm just going to focus on one more thing, and that's how to create a Bitmoji, right? Because as you know, a lot of these classrooms, they tend to have a Bitmoji. So there we go. Bitmojis add a lot of characteristic and a lot of personality, right? I love coffee. My students know I love coffee, so I might just be like, oh yeah, I'm inside my class and I'm drinking a cup of coffee. Now, how do you make a Bitmoji? And that is a great question. So what you'll do is you'll once again go to Google. You'll type in Bitmoji. If I could figure out how to spell. So we got your Bitmoji, and you'll click on the first link, and you'll scroll down. And just bear with me for a moment. Yeah. So you'll scroll all the way down, and then you'll create you'll click on the Bitmoji Chrome desktop. And LPS automatically allows you to have a Bitmoji, so you don't have to get approval from anyone. You'll just have to click add to Chrome. It'll be something add. The reason I don't have the add button is because I already have it. So what it'll do is it'll have you create your own Bitmoji, and you can make it look like you, or you can make it look like someone else. It's up to you, I guess. I'm not here to judge. You could create your own Bitmoji. And once you finish creating your Bitmoji, it will give you the option. It will say, do you want us to put it in wherever? Just click on yes for everything, and it should automatically add itself to this top little bar right here to make for easy access. I will tell you, I don't know where else to find this. I guess maybe you can type in the search bar if you hit no, but just hit yes so you can have it over there. And so whenever you would like to have your Bitmoji, you can click on the Bitmoji. And there's just a lot of different Bitmojis you can use. You can look through them all. And that's how you get your Bitmoji going. So once your classroom is all ready, wow, look at my classroom. I'm ready. This is perfect for my students. What you can do to get it going is you'll want to hit publish to the web. So you go to File, you'll publish to the web, and then you'll want to start the slideshow as soon as the player loads. What that means is as soon as a student gets the link for this, they will be able to use, the slideshow will open automatically. They won't have to hit present. It will automatically open. Everything they can interact with will be interactable, and then you'll hit publish. So I'm publishing to the drive, and this link right here that it gives you, and this is important, this is the link that you will put on your Clever Portal button. Because let me tell you, if you use this link right here, the students will have access to work on your Google slide. So don't use this link at the top. I know it's a little tricky. When you're finished, always go to File, Publish to Web, and that's the only way to get the link. Make sure you always hit Start Slideshow every time, because the box will automatically uncheck itself. And then just copy that link. And so this is what the students will see. So I copy that link, and this is the link students will get. Classroom already perfect. That's exactly what I want. But what if you said, oh my goodness, I forgot to add something. I wanted to add a video that play in the background. Then don't worry. You can always edit this slide no matter what. And check this out. So I still have this link. So here's the classroom. So let's say you forgot something. You weren't thinking about it. You forgot it. And you decide, I want to add a video here in the background. So what you can do is you can still go to insert. You can insert anything. You can insert a video. Relaxing nature. Relaxing nature. And then you can just choose whatever you want to choose. There we are. I've inserted a video. And FYI, if you want to have a video in the background, make sure you always hit play automatically. Otherwise, the kids, it won't play and it'll just be there. So, all right. So you're asking yourself now, all right, I just put this video here now. Do I have to go and publish? And the easy answer is no. Once you make an edit, it will automatically update to that link. And so this is what the students are now going to see. Oh, look at that. So now it automatically updated. You had to do nothing. So every time you make an update in here, it will automatically update to the link, and you don't have to keep publishing over and over and over. The only time you hit the file and the only time you hit publish to the web is literally when you need this link for whatever reason. With that stated, that is just the basic overview. That's a very basic overview. Let me go ahead and show you my classroom. Untitled. Now, where is my classroom? As you may see, there's other slides in there that I made. Presentations. Well, like I said, I made a couple other classrooms before, and my computer kept crashing. So here's my finished classroom that I use for my students, and I'll go ahead and present it. Here we are. The YouTube video starts automatically. You hear a fireplace going on. I have books. I have everything going on. There's just students can click on this link. It'll take them to a survey. Students can click on this book. It'll take them to the book. There's a lot happening inside my classroom that you may notice. You hear a fireplace going off in the background, and you might be wondering, how do I get a fireplace going on? And I would be happy to help you with that if you want to email or call me separately. I just don't want to create a 30-minute video. This is just for how to get started video. If you want to know like deeper, more difficult stuff, I'd be happy to work with you one-on-one. Or if there's a big enough need, I'd be happy to create a second video on how the more advanced techniques of creating a Google Slide classroom. As you see, I've taught my students, if it sparkles, then click on it, because if it sparkles, that will lead the students to somewhere. And all my students at my school know that, and I remind them periodically as a reminder. But I created a whole classroom lesson on how to use the counseling, or a Mr. Byram's counseling corner is what I call it. And so the students have been trained on how to do, on what to look for. And so that's been very, that's worked for me. Now, I did mention that we would discuss how to create a Clever portal. And what I will say is I have Clever attached to here. I'm a district admin, so I will log in. All right. So inside the district portal, kind of what the students will see at John Adams is this counseling corner button. And when they click that button, it'll take them directly to my counseling corner. If I'm not mistaken, the person I had to get a hold of, well, the person I did get a hold of for this is Vanessa Perez. Maybe you can customize a portal, but at this moment, I would recommend once you get your classroom ready, ask Vanessa Perez the next step of what you should do. And the reason I bring that up is because when I created a customized portal, it accidentally created multiple counseling corners for multiple schools. And so I don't want to tell you guys how to create the portal and have you guys get in trouble and have like 1,001 counseling corners. So once you're ready to actually create a counseling corner for your specific school, ask Vanessa Perez how to do that, and to let them know that you'd like to do it for your school, for your students to have access to. So with that stated, hopefully that went through everything in an easy and fast process. Let me go ahead, share my contact. If you want to know any more details, if you want to know how to do more advanced things, like how to put sounds in the background, like to have, as you saw, I had a flickering fireplace, I had a flickering candles, I had sparkling little details in there. If you want to know how to do finer details like that, please reach out. My email and phone number, I check my email regularly, and that phone number is my personal work phone number. So if it's turned off, feel free to leave a message, and I always turn it on during the workday. So with that stated, thank you guys so much for your time. I hope this video was insightful. I will go ahead and continue making more videos based off of what was expressed as needs inside our counseling meeting last week. So yeah, thank you guys again so much. And as always, make today a great day. Bye, guys.